Good morning. Just do a quick tour of my greenhouse this morning. So it's 65 degrees in here, nice and humid. My avocado tree is growing very nicely. Some of the top leaves are getting sun scorched, so I've ordered some shading that I will connect over the top here to prevent them from getting sun scorched, because it does get very bright and sunny in here. But there's a whole bunch of new growth, so it's doing well. It's got this smaller plant that's coming up. It's lovely. And over here is my kumquat, and it's had some new growth since I received it. It's a relatively new plant to the greenhouse. And my mango tree, mango as gringos call it. And over here my strawberry guava, which just recently flowered, and I've been helping it pollinate, but there are plenty of little spiders and bugs in here that have hopefully been helping it as well. Maybe we'll get some fruit from it. And you can see lots of other little flower buds in there. I'm gonna move over to these guys over here. These are also strawberry guavas. They're from a different nursery, and they came much more sprawled out in bush form rather than tall and upright. And this is my jalapeno plant. It's growing really nicely also. This one started out in my daughter's hydroponics grower and kind of took over. So I moved it, and I'm lucky that it took, because when you grow them in water, the roots are not as strong and they have a harder time getting nutrients out of the soil. But this one, it did have about a week of transplantation shock, but then it recovered and it's got blossoms, well, soon to be blossoms up there, so hopefully we'll get plants soon. This one is new for me also. This is my hibiscus, which for making jamaica. It was late in arrival, so every leaf fell off. It's completely dried up, and I wasn't sure if it was gonna make it, but I've got new growth on it now. These are new leaves, so hopefully the plant will make a complete recovery. And just a succulent that someone gave me. It just gets to keep my greenhouse company. And then I have a pillowcase on here to create shade for these guys underneath. That is my jabuticaba tree, and that is my loquat tree. And both of them are doing really well. Lots of new leaves in my jabuticaba. My loquat is new. I've had it maybe a week, and I'm seeing new growth there in the middle. These are two of my solar fans. I have a little bitty solar panel right there. I also have two big solar panels there. They control the thermostat fan. Got my setup there with the battery and the inverter and the control panel. I did just order a light fixture for right here and a fan that I hope will fit between these rafters. It might be too big. And because I've ordered more electricity drawing things, I've also ordered another 2 solar panels. And then here are some more. My Australian lime tree is doing really great, really fantastic. It did have a little flower bud, just one though, so I don't know if we'll get any limes just yet. And my fig tree, really pleased with how well it's doing. This is my jasmine. I just repotted it. It really likes its new pot. It's kind of going crazy. And this plant, I always planned on planting outside. Just haven't picked a good location. I'm thinking I need to do that soon because it is getting way too happy in its pot. This is my lemon tree. You can see all the new growth it's got going on. Some beautiful leaves. And this one is new to my greenhouse. This is my siriguela. It's something that I loved in Brazil. And you probably have never heard of it in English. It's called the Spanish plum, or jocote in Spanish. And it has already had lots of new growth too, so I'm really pleased with that one. Some little leaf buds popping out on this, what looked like a broken branch, but it's gonna grow. And this is my passion fruit vine. It gets this whole space. I'm just gonna let it wrap around and take over. I think there are very few things as beautiful as a vining plant. This is a new arrival. This is a little banana tree. It's not in great shape, but I think that happened more from traveling here than anything else. So I might have to cut off those damaged leaves. I'm hoping that it was just damaged in transit and that there's nothing else wrong with it. And then outside I have some honeyberries. They were not doing great in the greenhouse. It was too hot for them. So I moved them outside, and you can see that one of them had really bad sun scorch on the leaves. But I bring them into the greenhouse at night, and then I'm leaving them outside during the day, and they're already showing much better signs of growth and recovery. No, they're not in here all the time. And that's the morning walk through the greenhouse.